Alright, what up guys? This is G-Dog Casey here bringing you a little Starcraft 2 replay that me and a buddy of mine had played the other day. This is my buddy Rezo, and this is obviously me, G-Dog Casey. I'm playing Terran, he's playing Protoss, and the purpose of this is kind of just to show you guys a little bit of tips and tricks that I know. Now, if you are out of the silver leagues, then nothing that I will say will help you, because you're better than me. I'm not very good. This is primarily a video just to show some things to my buddy so he can get a little bit better. I find that this is the easiest way to do that, and if you pick up some knowledge on the way, then that's awesome. But if not, then just pretty much ignore this video because you're not going to learn very much at all. So let's start off the video here. We got our Protoss buddy here, and one of the first things I noticed is, well, let's see. Now, one of his biggest problems is resource. And this is something that I kind of wanted to check out on to see exactly what the issue is, because I've been telling him, you know, the best way to get your resource score up is to always make sure that you are making probes, in his case. So, oops, pause the video. In his case, it's probes, obviously. So, we're going to be taking a look at the production tab just to see what's going on, and also the, not the income, which one is it? Units, right. So right now we're tied, right? 8 and 8, that's good. Resources is fine. He's chrono boosting out his probes, which is awesome. You always want to spend your first 2 chrono boosts on probes. That way you can get your, like, if he continues to do this, he will get his probes out faster than me. But let's go back to the production tab here. I paused it again. I keep thinking P is production. My bad, it's D. Now, one of the things I noticed right away is that he is actually not making a probe right now while he is looking for my base. See, he's focusing on either this probe here or this one here. I'm not really sure what's going on. Finally, he gets another probe out. So, to my buddy Rezo, when you're watching this, just take a look at what I'm doing here. I got my command center hotkey to 1. Alright, the easiest way to do that is just select your nexus, hold control, push 1. That way, all you have to do is just push 1 and you'll go directly. See, like for me, it's working for me. I can be over here looking at you, and it'll go, oops, a little bit of lag. It'll go right to me and right to my command center. And it's also on my camera right now. So we'll go back to the everyone cam. Let's see what's going on now. At the units tab, we see I have 13 SCVs and he only has 12. Now I have 14, he has 12. So that right there gives me an advantage. If we go to the income tab, we can see that I'm making pretty much 100 and a little bit more than that, more than he is. Now he is harvesting out of gas, so that's, you know, that's that could be a reason why his minerals aren't going as fast as mine. But either way, you know, we go back to the production tab. Okay, he's making some more SCVs, but if we go to the units tab, I'm still 2 ahead of him. If you put some chrono boost, which he's doing now, that's fine. He can catch up a little bit. He actually is. But the main thing is to see how long he actually continues to make probes. And actually, I stopped for whatever reason. Let's go check out what's going on in my base. Oh, I see. Because I'm getting my orbital command, I can't make SCVs while the orbital command is going up. Here we see he's poking around my base, and I managed to scare off his probe. So all he sees is that I'm getting 2 barracks, and which is kind of a standard opening against Protoss. You want to get as many Marines and Marauders out as you can because they are good against most of his units. So here we see he's getting a cybernetics core out, and he's got the money, but he's not making any probes. Alright, so you got to be making probes, because now if we go to the units tab, I'm only 1 ahead of him, but I also have mules working for me as well. We'll see that will start to change as we go to the, here we go, busting in another SCV. And he still hasn't yet. I guess because he's focusing on getting his units out, which is fine. But he has the money right now to be putting out probes. And if he was doing that, he'd be catching up to me for sure in income. As we can see, I'm starting to pull ahead now. Another thing is expanding. Now, which is something that I should be doing. Actually, maybe that's what he's doing. Is he saving up? He's got 400 minerals. That's bad right there. Having 400 minerals, I mean, there's so much you could be spending that on. You could be getting another zealot, which he is, okay, good, but he's still not making any probes. He just started his gateway research, which is good. I think it's a little bit late, and he's chrono boosting it out, which is good as well. Still no probes. See, and you notice that I'm still making STVs. There we go. Now he's got a probe coming out, and he's chrono boosting it, which is nice. Normally, queuing up probes like this isn't very good because it puts all your money into a specific, like he just spent 200 minerals on that. It's better to just do one at a time and just keep your focus on it. But, you know, whatever. I mean, in this case, as long as you get those out as fast as possible, if that's going to help you, then that's fine. Let's see here. He's still chrono boosting out this gateway, which is good. He's making probes still, which is good. He's using his gateways to, you know, actually make use of them. And there we go. Now we see he's spending his money, which is nice. Now let's take a quick look over what's going on my side. As you can see, I've been keeping my barracks pretty busy. I got the stim pack research coming out, which is very good against Protoss, and I'm also going for an engineering bay. I have the factory out because I wanted to get a starport out. I don't remember exactly when that came out. Again, I'm absolutely not a pro at all. I make tons of mistakes, and watching these replays actually helps me out with that. Let's go back to the units tab really quick and see that I have 25 SCVs and he has 20. Now, with his chrono boost ability, he could have way more than me. Even now he can catch up, but as we see again, not making any probes. Now, you have to constantly still be making probes all the way up until you're at least full on 2 bases, which is something that I just started on now. I started building this. This is a little late at the 7-minute mark. I mean, it's not bad. You know, I wanted to make sure I had like the basics of my base up and running. But see, I'm still making SCVs, and he's no longer making probes anymore. Now, his army composition is pretty good for especially these sentries at the beginning. Very good to have at least 1 or 2 sentries, because all it takes is 1 force field to block off the ramp. And then, like, I can't get up there. So, literally, you can only have 1 sentry with full energy, and just keep force fielding this. And as long as I don't have any medevac drops going down, I can't get into your base. So it's usually good to have at least 1, but 2 or 3 is like optimal, I think. Are you making any probes? Yeah, okay, you got a probe coming out. Let's check out the unit tab once again. This is mainly focused on the worker units. So my SCVs, I'm at 28, he's at 22. Back to production. I'm making one, he's making one. Let's see, did you queue some up over here? Yeah, okay, he's got some queued up, so he's good for the next little while. But the thing is because I have that many more SCVs than he has probes, plus I have my mules helping me out, my income is way better. I'm at 840, he's at 640. So, you know, just these are just things that I want to show you to basically prove that the main thing, the first thing you want to learn when you're playing this game is solely focus on just remembering to be building probes all the time. It'll help out immensely. So that's why I hotkey my my command center. And also at this point, because I have 2 up now, I just select both. So you can select one and then hold shift and select the other one, so you have 2 selected, and then control 1 and you will have them both hotkeyed. So you just push 1, and then for me it's S, and I believe for Protoss it's E. You push E a couple times, just make sure that those hold on, let's bring this up again, that these little white notches here are filled. There should always be at least 1 notch on each base. Whenever you see that there's no notches, it means that you should be making something. Now again, I forget from time to time also, so there's no, like, I'm not a pro. I'll keep reiterating this, but your main focus that you want to get started on is learning to constantly be making probes, because now I'm making 2 SCVs at a time and he's not making any. So if we go to the unit tabs again, I'm at almost 40 and he's only at 24. Alright, so my income is constantly getting better. So this is a big part of getting your income and getting your resource score at the end of the game. When you watch when you see your little score tab there, if your resource score is on par with the other guy, then, and you can make sure that that's constantly happening, then you have a good base to learn from. Because no matter what, no matter how good you are at microing your units, no matter how good you are at building placement or having the right units or rushing DTs or anything like that, it won't matter, because I'll always be able to make more than you. You know? And another thing here, oops, I did a drop on him here, I missed it. You know, if this was like an actual casting, then that would have been bad that I missed that. But this is mostly just a little mini tutorial for my buddy. The drop pretty much devastated him, and you know, that That's kind of mean on my part. As we can see here, he's got 4 DTs, or is it 4? Yeah, how come this one looks different? I don't know. This little icon looks a little different, but whatever. And he's going to start sending them out, I believe. Oh, okay, yeah, I had my army planted outside of his base, and he's going to start chopping them up. And finally I noticed what's going on, so I dropped the scan down, and I can actually take out his DTs. I believe this one got away. Yeah, it gets away, which is a bit of a pain. But let's go back to the unit tabs now. See, his probes are just sitting here. Something you want to work on. I mean, I know I just rushed your base and everything, and and I actually left my medevac here. But something that can help you out with medevacs is just putting a few cannons up. I usually put one here, and one here, and that'll usually defend you from getting dropped on, at least a little bit. So we can see that my money is actually starting to rack up now, but you know, I have a little bit of an excuse because look at all these SCVs I got here, and look at all these SCVs I got here. So, I mean, again, take a look at the unit tabs here. I have 49 SCVs, and he has 9. Okay, and then, like, all I have to do is show you the income tab. I'm making 1,300 minerals a minute, and he's only making 200. Now, obviously, that has a big thing to do with the fact that I completely devastated his mineral line. You know, but whatever, that's not the point of this video. That comes later. So I pretty much figure I got this this hammered in good enough. I mean, just your main thing you want to learn, always be making probes. Even right now, you got some money, start making probes, even out of here too. Okay, he's making probes out of here, but you know, select them both, hotkey them the one button, so you only have to push one or whatever button you want, and then just make sure you're always making guys. So let's see, he's starting to push out here, and he actually did some good damage with these DTs, because I was starting to expand to a 3rd location here, but I canceled that wisely because he would have destroyed it. And I do have a good army set up here on my ramp, so even with his DTs, all I gotta do is drop the scan. There goes DTs very quickly, and I think I chased down this Immortal. I wanted to get it, so we get that Immortal fine, and I went back to defense, because at this point I'm getting out my starports so I can pump out some Ravens, but I also dropped a bunch of barracks, and like I said, I'm not a pro. I messed up. Like, look at these SCVs. I have no idea what they're doing here. Absolutely no idea. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, let's go back to the production tab, see what's going on up here. Still making 2 SCVs. See that? So let's see, how many do I have now? 56 to 10. Like, at this point, there's no coming back. But you can make this a little more tolerable if you don't forget to make probes throughout the beginning of the game. I mean, I have such a massive lead in SCVs. There's absolutely nothing he can do to me. He can't even build a big enough army. Like, if I would just attack now, I don't even see any of his army. Oh, because I dropped on him again. And he actually took out all my guys because I wasn't really paying attention. But now, I mean, now the units are, again, 10 probes. He's not making any money. All he has hopes for are in these DTs here, but at this point, did I get the tech labs? Okay, the tech labs are coming. And back to the production tab to see, he's not making anything right now. He's got some money, he can still be making probes, but he's focused too much on his DTs. I guess he's probably just watching them go across the map. Actually, what I can do is go here. Let's go back a little bit. How do I back? I believe B goes back. Yeah, okay, B goes back a little bit. I want to go back to, let's see, just before these DTs leave the base. Okay, so we're gonna go to his camera. So this is what he's doing. Oh, I think I just screwed it up. Yeah. So see, this is he's like playing like League of Legends. You know, he's microing his dudes, but he's not remembering to make probes. He's not remembering to make anything. Right now, he's making absolutely nothing. Okay, I think I just screwed that up. So C is the camera. All right. So see, he's walking all the way up. He's, you know, focusing only on his DTs. He's going to do a bit of damage here, or not. Yeah, okay, he starts beating up my Marauders, but as soon as I see that, I'll drop the scan, and they're dead. Okay, so let's go back to the Everyone tab, and am I making... I'm still not making any Ravens. I'm building another starport somewhere. Where did I put that? Up here. Okay. And I believe I cut my SCV production now, because I'm like way oversaturated. My next goal should be to get another base, but... honestly, at this point, I was like, fuck it. I mean, I have a big enough army. I didn't even know that he only had, like, this. So, at this point, I believe I started moving out soon. So, we'll speed it up a little bit here. And you know what? We'll go to my camera. We'll push C to see what I'm doing. Now see how I'm like constantly looking around, going over to all my shit. I'm remembering. Go back to the production tab, and I'm making 2 command centers. Yeah, because I double expanded down here. So that's what I'm focusing on now. I'm still, see, my barracks are hotkeyed to 2, so all I have to do is push 2. I fucked it up. My bad. I'm on his camera again. Alright, so let's just go to the everyone tab because this is jumping around a lot. Building 2 orbital commands. Like I said, I'm done making SCVs at this point because I have so much. I don't want to take up too much of my army tab. I didn't even notice this, though. If you look, I have a full army, and he has 32 out of 60. So, yeah. So this is basically the GG. I just destroyed his whole base, dropped auto turrets and everything because I was just having fun with him. You know, this is not a stab at my buddy. I've already told him this. I told him I was going to make this video to help him just learn. The main thing you want to do is never forget to make probes, because it's going to just put you in a hole no matter how good you are at the game. Not making probes is going to put you in the hole. So, you know, once you get that going, you can finally start to work on other things, like work on what units you need to counter this, work on your scouting, work on your buildings, work on your build orders. If you want to get DTs, then you can work on how to get them out faster, but don't cut probe production in order to rush to DTs. You always have to make those because, like I said, as soon as I have 3 more probes than you, I have an advantage, you know, and it only gets bigger from there. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Again, I'm not a pro. I'm just giving some help to a buddy of mine. I want him to get better so we can have more competitive games. And, you know, if you learned something from this, then great. If you didn't, you know, I didn't expect you to, because you could probably rate me in this game. You know, maybe I'll put out some more videos. I like doing the Starcraft, although they never get a lot of popularity on my channel, which kind of sucks, because if it did, I would do way more. But, you know, again, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. And have a great day, guys. See ya.